This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Lakeland, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. The Hawks will kick off their road trip right here.
And I think we'll see them try to come out strong here. They know it's just a short stint on the road, and this is where you want to play smart, efficient basketball in games like these and get back to that home court.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. High post, Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Embiid the screen. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. And here is McGrady after the three-pointer from Scottie Pippen. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Mano a mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Now here's Embiid. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Maxey. And so it's Atlanta with it. McGrady outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pippen. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Great rim protection, and it forces him to change his shot.
From downtown, rebound by Joel Embiid.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
There's the double team with Pippen. Now McGrady. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Back to Pippen. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail. Pass to Rizichet. Stolen by Pippen. Outside for George. Bangs home the trifecta. George has got a couple of threes now in the first for Philadelphia.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Screen by Smith. Over in the corner, Porzingis lets it go from deep. And he's good on the three ball. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and love here. Pull up the three-team shirt. Our Sixers team looking for a lot of fans to let them hear you.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Outside, Maxey. Pass to George. It's Drummond, high post. Shoots. The 76ers with another miss.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Rizachet. Nothing on the board. The shot's good.
Well, Rizachet has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Outside, George. Down low. And it's Drummond with the jam. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Porzingis.
And at 7'3", Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
Drummond the screen. George. Nice D from Porzingis. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He comes away.
The Hawks, 15.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Maxey with it. Still scoreless. Drummond the screen to the inside. The shot's good on the assist by George. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. Drummond the screen. Let's go. Back to Grimes. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Hawks. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And last season's most improved player. And Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back over to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's McGrady, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McGrady's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Hawks. To the right side. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That's foul number 2 for him. George looking over the floor. Embiid inside. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Rizachet. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Reza Shay's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks. Pippen outside. To the paint. There's Embiid. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, it's really tough on that defender. Embiid's just so good, and now you give him a chance for one more.
Here's McGrady. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McGrady's got 4 points in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The 76ers trailed by 4. Outside, Maxey. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
And it's the Hawks ball. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Hawks leading by 5. Van Vliet outside. To the wing right side. To the middle. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Outside Pippen. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
To Alexander Walker. The tray. The rebound by Pippen. Here's Maxey. That shot off. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Drummond. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Come on, put your hands together one more time for your 76er youth.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 7. Embiid the screen. From past the arc. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Here's Pippen. George sets a screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Pippen's got 5.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
In the corner, Smith with it. Buries it from 3-point range. He has 5.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Tim, you once led the NBA in 3-point percentage. And in my mind's eye, I can see almost every shot. You were terrific shooting the long ball.
Well, Kevin, I don't want to show my age, but do you know, after 4 years of high school and 2 years of college, making 25'2", I finally had a three-point line going into my junior year, and I'm just glad I had a three-point line for my entire NBA career.
Yeah, it's a tough transition to make to stretch out and go those extra couple feet.
No doubt. I was not ready to make NBA level threes when I first came out of college. A year overseas really helped me gain strength, and finally I found my rhythm in the NBA.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down. Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Screen by Smith. 5 to shoot. Smith drawn the double team. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Risa Shea missing. The 76ers trailed by 9. On the wing, Jordan. He's got 8. Good on the triple.
Those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Here's the screen. And here is McGrady. He's got 6. Drives to the hoop. And Embiid pulls it down. And the 76ers with possession. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Grimes. No good on the triple.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams making some changes here. Atlanta leading by 6. Johnson outside. Van Vliet wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Philadelphia. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Watford. Screen by Watford. And slam dunk by Watford.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. Shoots the 3. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Outside Lowry. At the elbow, it's Drummond. McCain gets a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's Houston. McCain defending. Johnson outside. To end the cold streak. And the basket is good. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
McCain connects from 3-point range. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Hawks on top.
41.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
And Allie, thanks so much. The Hawks leading. Now, here is McGrady. Pass to Rizichet. They get it back. Outside Daniels. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. McGrady's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Pass to Grimes. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
McGrady outside. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Daniels. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Grimes. From down in the low post, it goes.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Back to Rizichet. The three-pointer, no good.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
George sets a screen. Gets a hand on it. The Hawks leading by 3. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Pippen. Now Grimes. And he banks the layup in.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes at pass now here in the fourth. Off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The 76ers trailed by 3. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here's Embiid. Outside, George.
Well, there's just so much to love about Joel Embiid. Obviously, the power is there, but so is the skill. He can really shoot it, and it's why he's been an MVP in this league.
He hits one and misses one each at the line.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
McGrady outside. 6 to shoot.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. In both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Now, this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
George fires. There's the jumper. Nice one.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
McGrady outside. Fires the 3. Down it goes for 3.
A true highlight of Rizichet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Here's Grimes. Shoots it. Embiid inside. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Daniels with the steal. .55 seconds left in the fourth. That one drops.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst. And it's good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
Now Maxey fires. And again unable to change the momentum here. Smith lays it in off the window.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Maxey. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.